Hi, today we are going to model the kit for 4th grade, kit 1.0, which is understanding multiplication and division with word problems and fact families. So I am going to play the role of the teacher or the volunteer,
and I will be the student.
Perfect. So you'll need everything that's in the folder plus a marker board, marker, and eraser for each child. And then you want to have your recording sheets out so that you can record their progress. So the first thing I would do is I'd write Jenny's name up here, and then we would start with the warm-up. And the warm-up is to take the Math Mountain sheet, which is also called factor triangles, stick it in the smart sleeve. And the smart sleeve you'll actually have to ask the teacher for too. And then we take the dice, and we're going to let Jenny roll the dice.
Ooh, what will I get? 6 and 5.
Okay, so she's going to use a marker, and put them in the bottom 2 squares of the factor triangle. Okay, so Jenny, if this is 6 and 5, what would the product be if we multiplied those two?
30.
30, so we'd write 30 in the top. Perfect. So now, this intervention can be done with one-on-one or with a small group. So then I would ask each person at the group to write one equation. So Jenny, can you come up with an equation?
6 times 5 equals 30.
Perfect. So then on Jenny's sheet, I would circle, yep, she could provide one equation. And then I'd let each of the other children do it. Or if it was just Jenny and I might write the next one, and then she would write another one until we're done. Okay, so that is the warm-up. After that, you're going to do the activity, and that should be like 1 minute long. The activity is the word problem cards. So you're going to take the smart sleeve, choose one of the green templates, stick it in here, and now I'm going to read it, and we are going to start filling in the blanks. So it says Jenny has some number of students in her class. She gave each student some number of something. What should we use for our noun?
Crayons.
Crayons. She gave the student crayons. I'm going to write that right over the top. Okay. How many crayons did she give to her students in all? So Jenny, what kind of a problem do you think this is? Is it multiplication or division?
Since we have a number of students and they're each getting a number of crayons, it would be multiplication.
Perfect. And then if you want to check to make sure you're right, you want to flip it over and it says multiplication problem and keywords each student. Nice job, Jenny. And like how many in all. That would be another clue that it's multiplication. So now I stick it back in here, doing my best to line it up, and then we get to roll the dice if it's multiplication. If it's a division problem, we'd have to draw a card. Okay? So let's just shake the dice and let's see how many crayons each student will get.
6 students and 6 crayons.
Okay. All right. So Jenny, if we have 6 students and 6 crayons, how many would we have all together?
36.
Beautiful.
6 times 6.
Okay.
36.
So then on this sheet, I would record that this was multiplication, and yep, she could solve it. Now, if I had more than one student, I would have her use the marker board, and I'd have them secretively do the problem, give the answers, then we could check if each person was able to do it on their own. So that's the activity, and then you just keep going until you've done the activity for about 6 to 7 minutes. All right, the fun closing now to wrap it up. And for this one, you don't have to write anything down. It's just good practice. Since we're working on multiplication and division, we're going to play a game of war. So give each child, partner them up, and have them flip over the cards at the same time, and it's a race to see who can multiply accurately the quickest. Red?
And all face cards are 10.
And aces are ones.
And aces are ones.
Okay. 30.
Oh, you got it. 8.
Oh.
5.
Oh, and
Tie.
that's perfect. So then if it's a tie, we each get 1 point.
Oh, thank
So
you.
we would keep going for 1 minute or until the cards are gone, and we count up how many points we have, and that person would win.
All right.
Okay, thank you, and that is the intervention kit.